So it's the YouTube survey 2012, and I wrote down all the answers, and I'm going to stick it right here so that I can answer them as I'm talking to you guys. Let's hope that stays up. Question number 1, why are you called that? I actually don't really have an answer for this. I mean, I assume that my mother called me Saya because she's the Japanese half of my family. My last name is the surname of my father, kind of usual. I know Jacqueline came from my great-grandma, that was her name, and that was passed on to me as a middle name, and my second middle name, Yagi, is my mother's surname before she got married to my dad. Yeah, tell us about your favorite school teacher. I actually think my favorite school teacher thus far happened in high school. Mr. Roach taught he was like the social studies teacher my freshman year, and he's really funny, and he's really into sports, and he makes sure we know that, but he's really great, and he's an amazing teacher as well. Like, he knows what he's talking about, and he's actually really interested in history, so that was cool. And also, that was a year that we talked about ancient world history, which personally I think that's the most interesting type of history. So what is the strangest food you've ever eaten? Being half Japanese and part like French and Greek and German, I have quite the palate. I will basically try anything you put in front of me. That's just a preface. I don't think I've actually eaten anything completely strange, to be honest. I've had elk before, but it's not really weird. Something that might be really weird for people who live in America and don't really think of this as a normal thing is that actually very recently I had raw egg over rice for the very first time, and it was incredible. Like, it's my favorite thing to eat. I love it so much. It's delicious, and the reason is, like, in America, a lot of our eggs come out of state or from a very distant part of the state, and there's a lot of traveling going on, and then it's put on the shelves, and it sits on the shelves for however long, and then by the time you get it, you have no idea how fresh it is. In Japan, this is a very common thing to do because the eggs are a lot fresher. I mean, Japan's like the size of California, you know, like how much distance can eggs really travel? But my mom went to a farmer's market, and she bought eggs from this man that said, oh yeah, they were laid like the morning before, like yesterday, and they were all gathered and boxed and sold to the farmer's market. So my mom bought a dozen, and when I got home from my dad's house that weekend, we mixed up the egg, you know, like beat up the egg, and you make a little hole in the rice, and you pour it in, and you add like soy sauce or whatever, and you mix it all up and eat it, and oh my god, it's like the best thing in the world. And I don't know if that's strange, I think it's just weird because it's raw, but as far as like strange food goes, I don't really know what strange is. I'll eat anything though. That was a really long answer to a question that didn't need to have a long answer. Tell us about your first gig. Funny story. I've never been to a concert. I've never seen any bands that I like live. Yeah. I went to Belladory Hall once when I was like in the 5th grade. Does that count? There was a fly. Did I get that? Did you see it? What is your favorite place in the world? As far as places I've gone before, I would probably say Santa Fe. That's where my grandparents on my dad's side live. It's really pretty there, and it's hot, which I don't like all that much, but I can deal with it because it's pretty. And also there's just like a lot of really rich culture there. It's really interesting to walk around, and they have, you know, like street vendors of people who make bead bracelets, and there's a lot of like Mexican influence in the cuisine and the culture, and it's really interesting stuff there, and it's very artistic and amazing. And who would you like to see answer this next? Hallie for sure. Anyone else, whoever wants to do this, would be cool. If you do it because of me, let me know. I would like to see it.
Baking pancakes, making bacon pancakes. Take some bacon and I'll put it in a pancake. Baking pancakes, that's what it's gonna make. Bacon pancakes. making pancakes, making bacon pancakes. Take some bacon and I'll put it in a pancake. Bacon pancakes, that's what it's gonna make. Bacon pancakes.
Okay, real quick, I want to do something really cool with this like corner right here because it's all blank. Sorry, I'm behind you now. It probably sounds strange. But I want to do something really cool with this corner, and I'm going to get another poster for down here. So let me know if you have any ideas for what I can like do post-its or tape or something to put there and make it all cool and designy. And this guy was staring at me the entire time I was recording.